Okay, now is your chance to use the standard normal table backwards. So I got an example of each of the cases that we looked at. So go ahead, you can press pause, and then when you're finished, you can start the video back up again and see how you did. Okay, so let's see how you did here. We're going to need the table, and excuse me, this first one says find the z-score that has 23.25% of the area below it. So I don't know, maybe about right here, and we'll say that this area here is 0.2325. So I'm going to change it to 4-digit decimal number. And now what I'm doing is I'm looking for this number in this part of my table. So 2325. And I'm going to look for the one that comes closest. So it looks like I got 0.2327. And that one does come closest. And that corresponds to a negative 0.7 here. And if I go up, it's a 0.03. So it looks like this is negative 0.73. And that would be the z-score that has this area below it. At least to, this is the z-score to the nearest hundredths place. Okay, so now we want to find a z-score that gives us this little smidget of area above it. So this area here, we're going to say is 0.0135. So I'm just moving the decimal point over 2 places. So I have a 4-digit area. And now on my table, though, remember the table always gives you the area below. So I'm going to look up this area. So I need to take 1 minus 0.0135. And I get 1 minus 0.0135, and it looks like I get 0.9865. Okay, so that's what I'm going to look up and try to find the one that comes closest. I'm going to look that up on the positive side, so 9865, 0.98, ooh, this one comes really close, 0.9864. And so that's really close. That's the closest. And we get 2.2, and up above is 0.01. So it looks like this is a positive 2.21. And that would be the z-score to the nearest hundredths that has 1.35% of the distribution above it. And now finally, between what two z-scores does the middle 83% of the area lie? So we want this to be like 83% of the area. So I want the z-score over here and the z-score over here. Okay, so to find the negative one here, I need the area in this tail, and of course this one will just be the positive of that. So I'm going to take 100% minus 83%, and I get 17%, and then I divide that in half, and I get 8.5%. So this is 8.5%. Up here would be 8.5%. So changing this to a 4-digit area, I get 0.0850. So that's what I want to look up on the negative side of the table. So 0.0850. And this one comes closest. It's 0.0853. and I get negative 1.3, and up above is 0.07. So negative 1.37, and that makes this positive 1.37. Okay, and that is doing the table backwards. So we did it forwards, and now we're doing it backwards.